Hey everyone, my name is Lucy May, but you can call me Lou if that's what you want to do, and welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how I got this orange monochromatic makeup look. So if you want to see how I got it, please keep on watching. Hey, jumping right into the video, we're going to start off with our eyes, and for the eye base, I'm going to be using a P. Louise base in the shade Rumour 2. And I'm just going to apply this all over my lid, and of course we're going to go under the brow with this. Okay, so our first shade is going to come from this Kat Von D Saint and Center palette, and I'm going to use that orange shade right there called Devil, and I'm going to place this in the crease. This shade is just going to be used for transitional purposes only. This is just a shade to lay down so that the other shades will blend into it. Our next shade will come from the Live with Love palette. This was Morphe's Pride palette this year, and I'm going to take the shade Take Action in the crease. And here I'm going back in with that first shade we used just to blend the two shades together. This is the Morphe 35M Boss Mood palette, and I'm going to take that darker orange shade called Red Carpet, and I'm going to add that to the crease. This shade is going to give us definition. And for our lid shade, I'm going to take the same palette and use this shade called Fired Up. Oh, and you do have to build this shade up a little bit to get it to the intensity that you see here. Really quickly, I'm going to go back into all the other shades we used just to put back that color that we may have lost when we added the lid shade. For liquid eyeliner, I'll be using the Chella or Chella eyeliner print pen in brown, and y'all already know I gotta go off camera and then I'm gonna come back. And this is what the eyes look like with just the liner. So now we're gonna move on to lashes. These are the Azerado cosmetic lashes in the shade Goddess, and this is what they look like. And I'm going to be applying those with my duo glue with the pink writing. Now it's time for brows. I didn't forget, and it's in the right order. Yay me. So I'm going to brush my brows up, and then I'm going to apply the brow gel in my brows. I'm doing my brows a little bit different just simply because it's like a pomade, and pomades can be a little tricky for me because I'm light and I don't want my eyebrows to be extra dark, because then it's just gonna look like I got angry brows, and that's not cute. So I'm just going to apply it within the brow, and then I'm just going to keep brushing it up so, like I said, it doesn't get too dark. And these are the brows. So now that we've done the brows, we're going to go into the face. So for primer, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Primefocus Primer Serum. I'm going to give that a shake, and then I'm just going to drop it on my face and then pat it in. So today I'm trying something new. This is the E.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in the shade Linen. But before I apply that, I'm going to apply my LA Girl Pro Conceal Orange Corrector in the corners of my eyes. This is just something I do for darkness there. And then I'm going to take a flat concealer brush to blend it out. Then I'm going to dot this foundation on my face, and I'm going to blend it out with a brush. I know this looks crazy right now, but off camera I tried this on my hand, and I know for sure that it oxidizes. I don't know if it oxidizes on everybody, but I know that it oxidizes on me. And it takes a long time for this to like really become your true foundation color, because as you can see here, it's giving Casper, but I promise you it's going to like blend down into my normal shade. Pinky promise it's not going to look like this the whole time. This is what the foundation looks like for right now. So now we're going to move on to concealer. This is also something new that I'm trying. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Concealer, and I am in C10. And I'm just going to apply this to the normal places under my eyes, the middle of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and the tip of my nose. And as always, I'm going to blend it out with a brush. I just like blending my concealer out with a brush because I just feel like it gets more coverage under there. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild makeup stick in contour for cream contour. And I'm going to do the side of my cheekbones, my forehead, and down the sides of my nose. You're going to really see the foundation like come into my natural shade, I guess because I'm adding the contour, but at this point you'll really see how it all comes together, because at first, yeah, that was a big ass no. And these days I'm really into my nose contour. I just think it looks so good. See, look, regular foundation color, everything is matching. So now we're going to go on to, what are we going to do? Oh, under eyes. So I'm trying something new again. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It powder, and this is in the shade Translucent. And I'm just going to use this to set under my eyes with a brush, of course. This is my first time using something other than the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I like this. It worked really good. Look at the under eyes, snatched. So I'm going to be using two bronzers. The first bronzer is going to come from this e.l.f. bronzer palette, and I'm going to use those two shades. And I'm going to apply this everywhere where we applied the cream contour. On to the second bronzer. This is a shimmery bronzer. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in Ticket to Brazil, and I'm just going to swirl this all over my face with the brush. You can't tell me the face is not snatched. That looks so good. So now we're going to finish the under eye. So I'm going to zoom y'all in, and then we're going to go back into that shade Fired Up, the one we use for the lid. And lastly, we're going to add that shimmer shade called Bright Eyes for the inner corner. These are the eyes finished. Moving on to blush, this is the e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm going to take that brown shade right there. I didn't use an orange one because I just didn't want it to be too much, like too much orange, because then to me it's just too much. So I just used the brown shade, or you could use a pink shade, that would look good too. For highlight, I'll be using the Fenty Matchstick in the shade Trippin'. It's an orangish goldish shade, very pretty. And I'm going to warm it up on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to apply it directly to the skin. That looks so good. And I'm just going to take my finger and press it into the skin so that it doesn't look like I just drew a line right there. Everything is going to look smooth and cohesive. I'm going to add a little bit to the brow bone too. We are almost at the finish line. So for lips, I'm going to use this NYX lip liner in the shade Peekaboo. I'm going to use that to line my lips. Then I'm going to use the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Driver. And for gloss, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in Champagne Glam. And of course, this is backwards. Like, I'm just now noticing that I put it up there backwards. And last but not least, this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray in Summer Solstice. I'm just going to spray this on my face and then fan it down with my fan. And this is the completed makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed this look. I'm not even gonna lie, that foundation had me scared a little bit because it was taking so long to oxidize. But as you can see, everything matches, and I did that because this is cute. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.